Is public money being wasted here?
Well, it would be too tough to say that public money were wasted. Yeah? We didn't assess or we didn't find any cases, for instance, of irregularities, of any suspicions for fraud, etc. But the purpose of this audit was to assess the value for money which was provided via this measure under the rural development policy. And we have to conclude that the value for money provided via this measure is rather limited, because the support is not targeted directly to or systematically to the projects which are efficient and effective in providing the added value to the agricultural products. So it means that you can see in all member states which we visited the cases when the good projects were selected, and via the same selection procedure, the same selection systems, there were the projects which value added is very questionable, unclear or hardly demonstrable. So that's for us the key issue.
And what sort of things are going wrong?
Yes, the problem is that we found shortcomings in all phases of the intervention cycle, starting with the design of this measure. And if I say design of this measure, I mean especially at the level of the member states and in the quality of their rural development programs, which are usually very general, very vague. They are not based on well identified needs, either country or regional, and they do not set clear, meaningful and measurable objectives which should be achieved by this measure. Indeed, if you don't have clearly set objectives, it is then quite difficult to compensate these shortcomings by eligibility and the selection criteria, which we, by the way, found also as a very vague, allowing many types of industries, subsectors, etc., to apply for the subsidy, and again they didn't lead to the assurance that the money are provided to the projects which are directed to achieve the given objectives of the rural development program. So in the end we also concluded that unfortunately this measure evolved in rather a general handout for the food processing industry, with a limited value for money and also with a risk of distortion of free market competition.
And what can the Commission and the Member States do to improve things?
Well, the Commission and Member States are in the moment in a crucial time, because the old programming period is coming to the end and they are preparing the new programming period after 2014. So I do hope that they already learned lessons from a number of shortcomings which they observe in this program, and I also hope that the Court's special report will be a good guidance to find a way how to improve this program. As I said in the previous question, they first of all should assure that the clear objectives are set by the member states in the rural development programs. If they are not, the Commission shouldn't approve such a vague and general rural development programs lacking this kind of objectives. They should also ensure that the eligibility and selection criteria which are imposed or which are in place by the member states should guarantee that there is a good competition which will enable that only the projects which lead to achieving the objectives and which are efficient and effective are selected. Last but not least, there is a big room for improvement in the monitoring and evaluation system, and here I'm sure that the Commission is aware of that the present system doesn't provide the necessary and timely and quality management information needed both for Member States and for the Commission.